everyone, how are you doing today? How many of you have seen the Fenty glitter Pom Pom and wish you had it just to play with it? At least I did, but when I swatched it in the store, it was soft, but I did not understand why it was $42. Of course, there is enough product in it, but what's the purpose of the glitter Pom Pom? Not much other than like just being able to puff your décolleté area with it. So I decided to DIY it, and I have come up with this. What do you guys think? You think it is worth it? Let's try it out first and let's see if it works, right? I don't have the fancy ribbon. I have just, the same tech material that I have here, and for me it fits my hand perfectly. So and if you want to know how I created it with material which is under $4, and then stuff like needle and thread and hot glue gun that you need for most DIYs, then just keep on watching. If you like the idea of this DIY, don't forget to give it a giant thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you aren't subscribed yet. Ring the little bell icon and YouTube will inform you of my next videos. So let's get into how you can make this for yourself. Let's start with the supplies that we need. This is a bag that I purchased from Daiso for $3. If you remember, I did mention this in the Daiso haul. There are going to be quite a few things that I mentioned from the Daiso haul. This one is also a set of bowl that I purchased from Daiso. It comes in the set of 8. You don't really need 8. We are going to need about 3. And the main reason why I have them is because of the shape. We need that kind of roundish shape, and that is what is going to give our ball the roundish shape. The other option is you can actually stuff your pom with cottons, but then it is going to be difficult to get the perfect round shape with that, and that's why I have these bowls. You need a ribbon. Now, a satin ribbon would be ideal, but the satin ribbon I have is completely different color than the bag, and I think this kind of holographic one would suit it better. And then we are going to need some pigments, and here you can see we have the option of using the $1 LA Colors pigments, which is what I am going to go with. You can use one of those NYX roll-on shimmers, or you can use a combination or either of these two e.l.f. highlighters, and the shades I have here are Blush Gems and Pink Diamond. So this is what the NYX roll-on shimmer looks like. It's a beautiful product. As you can see, it's pretty glittery. Now the LA Colors also have the slight amount of glitter in them, and these once they are mixed together, they make the color that we are looking for. And then I think you can go with either of the e.l.f. pigments, but when we are using a big highlighter, there is an added step of getting it crushed. So you have a choice. You can choose either of them. We are going to need a pair of scissors to actually cut our bag up. We need some basic cotton rounds, any shape. The shape is not important. And a hot glue gun. You need some sort of a storage container. This is from a Dollar Tree. Actually, I had prepared one of those rose highlighters in the past. I never got to share that video, but you can use one of the containers that you can find at either Daiso or Dollar Tree. But what I'm going to do is actually just use one of these bowls and just kind of sit the pom pom in it. Now, instead of the bag, you can use some other material. You can actually buy it from Joann Fabrics. So let's just start cutting. I'm going to start off by removing the stitches that were holding the two fabrics together. And then I'm pretty much going to just cut this inner fabric off. So as it turns out, this is a separate fabric that was either stuck or something to this. So I'm going to separate it from the bottom part of this bag. And I'm actually going to remove this cat design because the thread that they have used for it is not the softest. And yeah, you don't want that on your skin. Now, if you look inside, the way this bag is constructed, it's pretty much is one continuous fabric, and they have just kind of stitched together the edges. I'm going to open this up so that we have a nice straight piece of fabric, and that is going to make our construction a lot easier. Now the fabric has opened up. I'm going to cut off the parts which have the handle sewn onto it. I have a paper towel underneath because I've been worried of making a mess with the fur, which by the way, my shirt is fully covered with. Okay, I'm gonna hot glue together 2 of the bowls to form a sphere. This doesn't have to be exact, it doesn't have to be very tight, it just has to be enough that the 2 bowls will hold together. Now to make it a little bit softer, I'm going to hot glue some cotton pads to this. So now we want enough fabric that wraps all the way around from all the sides. Now we need to put all the pigment right here in this portion. So what we're going to do is make a little pocket right there and put our pigment down right in the middle. And I'm just gonna mark my center. Yeah. Now keep in mind that the Fenty glitter, whatever, the Pom Pom, has 10 grams of pigment in it, which is quite a bit. And according to me, it's that amount of glitter that's going to get wasted. Is that enough? I think I have a good chunk in here. Let me see. Okay, there you go. And if we put some of the pink one in here as well. It looks very, very pink, but once it's on the skin in lesser quantities, it shears out and it just becomes what the Fenty Bomb has. Okay, so pigment is right there. Take our ball. I'm gonna make sure that I'm right in the middle. So now it's a square. So we're gonna hot glue the centers first, like so. And then on the sides, you're gonna kind of flare it out. Did you see it? Like now I had the corner, I'm gonna fold it like so. Okay, and I'm gonna hot glue at the center. And I'm also going to hot glue as much of the edges as I can. So I'm gonna start tucking in wherever I can and glue it off. I'm being very, very, very generous with the glue gun. I'm gonna cut off the extra bit because it's getting too thick and remove any extra fur that I cut. Then the final corner. Now in this case, I'm not gonna cut it, but I'm gonna tuck as much in as I can so that all the edges are inside and they won't fray afterwards. Final blob of glue, something goes in. So now I have an option. This is one of the handles from the bag. I can just cut it down to the size of my palm and just stick it here so that now I can grab the Fenty Balm like so and then go on my body. Or I can construct it out of this material. It's pretty much your choice. I think I'm liking this idea better because it feels really nice and soft when I put my hand in, like so. So I'm going to just cut it to the size of my palm, which is about here. I need a little bit extra. Okay, removing any extra fur. Pushing in the cotton that's in the middle already. I'm gonna glue gun this thing shut. Same thing about this side. I'm gonna kind of push everything inwards. So let me take a Q-tip and I'm gonna push it in. Don't worry about the bottom side. Ouch. Ow. Worry about that. Okay, don't worry about the glue seeping from the bottom side because that's going to go on the top of our pom-pom anyways. It's gonna stick there. So yeah, as soon as the glue dries. And then I'm just going to use one of the cups, extra cups, to place it. So let me clean up my work area and I'll be back. So overall, I did not add too much pigment at the bottom. I could have added more, I guess, but I was worried that I'm gonna end up wasting it. I mean, I think there is enough for me to satisfy my desire to have it till the craze runs out. And afterwards, if I want more pigment, I can always add it to a cup, you know, dip my pom-pom in it and just go to town on my neck and chest. But I hope you guys enjoyed the DIY. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet, and we can stay connected. All right, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. And it kind of made her décolleté area a little bit shimmery, glittery, but I still did not understand the purpose of it. Let's try it out. It feels just as useless as the actual glitter pom-pom. And yeah, I have the glittery stuff over my chest. I don't know if the camera is capturing it or not. Where else should I tap it? Let me do it on my hand.